What if there was a solution to one of the world's most enduring conflicts, but it was fraught with complexities and challenges? This is the question that surrounds the two-state solution for Israel and Palestine. It's an idea that has been at the heart of international diplomacy for decades. The two-state solution proposes the coexistence of independent Israeli and Palestinian states, each with their own defined borders. This is seen as a way to address long-standing historical grievances and to chart a sustainable path forward. It's a solution that has garnered considerable support on the global stage, with many countries and international bodies endorsing it as a viable route to peace. But like any ambitious proposal, it's not without its intricacies and controversies. So, could this solution pave the way for lasting peace, or might it open a Pandora's box of new issues? Imagine a world where Israelis and Palestinians coexist peacefully, each with their own recognized state. Sounds ideal, right? This is the vision at the heart of the two-state solution. Now let's delve into the upsides of this approach. One of the most compelling arguments for the two-state solution is the potential for peaceful coexistence. By carving out defined territories for each nation, the hope is to put an end to decades of conflict. The two states, side by side, could focus on building their nations, fostering stability and enhancing regional security. Another key advantage is the recognition of national aspirations. Israelis and Palestinians both have deep-rooted ties to the land and distinct narratives of their history and identity. The two-state solution acknowledges these narratives and gives each group a chance to govern itself and preserve its unique cultural identity. The international community plays a pivotal role in this solution. The two-state solution has garnered support from many countries and international organizations, including the United Nations. This international recognition is not just symbolic, it can also translate into concrete support such as diplomatic recognition, financial aid, and technical assistance. But let's take a step back and examine this from a broader perspective. What does this mean for the people on the ground? Imagine being able to go about your daily life without fear of conflict. Envision a space where cultural identities are celebrated, not suppressed. Picture a world where international support helps build robust economies and thriving societies. These are the potential benefits of the two-state solution. They offer a glimmer of hope, a vision of a future where Israelis and Palestinians can live side by side in peace, each with their own nation. These benefits paint a hopeful picture, but as with any complex issue, there are also significant challenges to consider. While the two-state solution holds promise, it also presents serious obstacles that have yet to be overcome. Firstly, there's the issue of territorial disputes. Determining the borders of the two states remains a significant challenge. Conflicts over land ownership and control have been the catalyst for many of the region's most heated disputes, often fueling tensions and leading to outbreaks of violence. Next, we have the question of security. Critics argue that the two-state solution may not adequately address security concerns for both parties. The potential for cross-border conflicts and violence could leave both states vulnerable, threatening the security of citizens on both sides and undermining any progress towards lasting peace. Thirdly, there's the right of return for Palestinian refugees, a contentious issue that complicates negotiations. This refers to the demand for allowing Palestinians displaced during the conflict to return to their homes in what is now Israel. The question of how to address the demographic makeup of the proposed Palestinian state and the potential influx of returnees is a significant hurdle. Finally, there are deep-seated political and cultural divides to consider. Decades of conflict have entrenched these divides, making it challenging to establish the necessary trust and cooperation for the successful implementation of a two-state solution. The political landscape is marked by differing ideologies, and the cultural chasm is widened by differing narratives of the past, all of which would need to be bridged to make a two-state solution work. These challenges are not just roadblocks on the path to a two-state solution, they're deeply embedded in the fabric of the conflict. They are part and parcel of the historical grievances, territorial disputes, and differing national aspirations that have fueled this protracted struggle. These challenges underscore the complexity of the issue and the need for careful consideration and negotiation. Achieving a two-state solution is not merely about drawing a line on a map. It's about navigating these complexities, understanding these deep-seated issues, and finding a way to address them in a manner that respects the rights and aspirations of both Israelis and Palestinians. With these pros and cons in mind, the path to a two-state solution is a delicate balancing act. The road to peace is rarely smooth or straight, often fraught with twists and turns that require patience, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to a shared vision of coexistence. The first step in this journey is the necessity for diplomatic negotiations. The complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict cannot be solved with a one-size-fits-all approach. Instead, it requires a nuanced understanding of the situation on the ground and a willingness to engage in meaningful dialogue. Each party must be willing to listen and understand the other's point of view, even if they don't agree with it. This is not about winning or losing, but about finding a solution that respects the rights and aspirations of both Israelis and Palestinians. Next, finding common ground forms the bedrock of any successful negotiation. It's about recognizing shared goals and values, even amidst the differences. Yes, there are historical grievances and territorial disputes, yet there's also a shared desire for peace, stability, and a better future for the coming generations. Focusing on these shared aspirations can foster a sense of unity and mutual respect, paving the way for more productive discussions. Addressing the past is integral to moving forward. Historical grievances cannot be ignored or brushed under the rug. They must be acknowledged and addressed in a way that promotes healing and reconciliation. The same applies to territorial disputes. These contentious issues need to be tackled head-on, with a focus on fair and just solutions that respect the rights of all involved parties. Lastly, the differing national aspirations of Israelis and Palestinians must be recognized. The two-state solution is about acknowledging the right of both peoples to self-determination. It's about creating two independent states that can exist side by side in peace, each able to pursue its own path while respecting the other's right to do the same. In the end, while the two-state solution is a complex and contentious issue, it remains a beacon of hope for those seeking a peaceful resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.